Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and today, I know you're looking at me like, Paige, everything's on your face. Yes, I know, except for one very important thing, the lipple region. And you guys, I'm super excited. I wanted to talk about these. Normally, this isn't something I do so much. I haven't done like a strictly lip type video since I did the Pat McGrath unveiling. They had the 2 sets. I talked a lot about those and I loved that video. You guys kind of liked it. And I think it's interesting sometimes to just out of the blue, like showcase new lip set things that are at Sephora because I think they're awesome. And I know that like if I look at them and I'm curious, then you are probably curious as well. So there is this, by the way, is that packaging not like the cutest? This is the Nude Artist Love Me Nudes Natural Edition, and it's basically a set from the brand Nudestix. And now Nudestix is a brand who, I believe it's Nudestix, right? That's the name of the brand itself. Yeah, Nudestix. I feel like I'm looking at you guys, I just confused the shit out of myself. I'm like, but they're nude and they're sticks, but are they called Nudestix? Like, I don't know where my brain just went just now. But anyways, they released this set to Sephora. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lip colors, and it comes with a little special sharpener because they're thicker. You'll see that in a second. And it comes with the sharpener in this tin, which looks exactly like that unicarton it came with. So how cute is that? It's like got the raised detailing on it and everything. I love this. And it also does come, I'm gonna say it comes with a mirror, but the mirror is garbage. It like moves with the tin. I can't show you because obviously everything will reflect back, but the mirror is awful. Like it actually gave me a headache looking into it, so no thank you. But it does come with a full mirror. So like in a pinch, if you needed a mirror, it has one, but it's kind of funhouse and it hurts my eyes. So I have no use for this mirror. I need to quit looking at it. Anyways, this set is $59. I don't know if I said that or not. And it says on here it's $144 value. These nude sticks, like these actual lip pencils, are very expensive. They are, I'll read you like their description that they have, but essentially you have to know going into this that this is a really high-end product. It doesn't look conventionally high-end. It's not like they're gonna wow you with, you know, this packaging. It literally looks like a fat lip pencil. Nothing too exciting. But what's great about this brand that I found is that they are so high quality. Like the quality on these is insane. I've tried them before. I've never purchased any because at the time it wasn't what I was into. I was like really into a matte liquid lip, and so I was kind of like but now I'm getting more into a comfort lip balm gloss situation, and these are like right up my alley. So anyways, into the description about this set. It says it is a 6-piece lip kit for kissable nude to bold lips in a limited edition Nude Artist tin. It says the Love Me Nude box, which again is this set, is everything you need from nude to bold shades from the smoothest formulas for all day wear on lips and cheeks too. This set features 2 new hand-blended gel color lip and cheek balms, as well as a bunch of other ones. Basically, they're giving you a bunch of different textures, or so they say. There is 4 textures: cream, gel, matte, and then a cream matte, which basically there's a balm and a matte. I know it's a lot of confusion. I was confused as well. It kind of was just a lot. And to me, I don't care what you want to call them. Are they beautiful? Do they go on well? Are they pigmented? Are they easy to use? Like that's what I care about. I don't care if you want to call it a friggin' a humaglaba, but does it go on? Like I don't care if it's matte versus regular. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I get weird about that kind of stuff because I feel like people or brands, they try to sell you like, oh, you're getting 4 finishes. But what are they? Do I like them? Do I care what the like, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I feel like they use it as a selling point instead of a descriptor. Okay, anyways, how about we bring you guys in and we go through the swatches, which of course I have done on the arm right here. I wanted you guys to be able to see them up close, and then we're gonna talk about them a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. The first one is what they call a gel color, and that is a lip and cheek balm, and that is in the shade Tay Tay. And again, you guys, just for relevance, this is what it looks like. The cap, obviously, I have on back here, but then you can see that's all it is. And then you sharpen this end, and it works like a regular twist down. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. Let's move on. Next up, we have just a regular lip and cheek pencil. You can see the end of it, again, looks more like a pencil. And this is in the shade Mystic. Back to the gel lip and cheek balm kind of formula here. That is in the shade Ally or Ally. A-L-L-Y, that's ally. I guess somebody should have learned to read before they did this swatch. Okay, fancy, fancy. Up next, they're calling this one here an Intense Matte, and that is, again, a lip and cheek pencil in the shade Retro. Up next here, we have another Intense Matte, and this is in the shade Purity. And last but not least, they have a magnetic matte lip color in the shade Rose. And this is the only one that does not spec out that it is also for cheek, just to point that out. So you guys, that is the entire container and all the swatches. All right, you guys, and I definitely, wow, this lighting makes me look crazy. I definitely do want to talk for a second about the formulas of these and kind of what I got from it. I love it when I get to review products like this where I don't have a ton of familiarity with the brand and kind of how they name things. And a lot of people would say, well, that's a huge disadvantage because you're not used to working with them. And actually, I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like it gives me a fresh perspective, maybe a little bit of a different way to look at this brand and their products. So the first thing I noticed is that they said balm, matte, and then gel on like a lot of their packaging. And I really didn't notice too much of a difference as far as how they were in swatch. I do think that the gel or balm, they're on both packages, you know, gel and balm. So I don't know if that's the same or different, but those did feel very much like a comfort lip balm with a like color to them, a lot like a Burt's Bees, that kind of, you know how those a lot of times have like a sheer amount of coverage, except their coverage wasn't sheer, but it was that same like a comfort lipstick, a comfort balm meets lipstick hybrid kind of situation. Very comfortable, good glide, I mean very nice to even swatch. The next thing I wanted to point out is that the Intense Matte formulas, or at least that's what it's called, they did not swatch out super matte. I actually didn't know at first glance that these were meant to be matte versus any other formula, but what I thought was so interesting about them is that they look and seem and feel very comfortable, but as it has sat on my arm for about the last 15 minutes, I can actually see a little bit of a difference between them and their regular balm formula. So I do want to try this out and see if that's something that's comfortable. Just a couple things to note though, overall they do seem super easy to use, easy to wear. And the other one that I thought was really interesting was the, hold on, I gotta find it. See, I screwed up and I popped them out and now they're all like in different orders. But this one is a lip and cheek pencil, and this is the only one that actually looks like a pencil. And I don't understand, like, again, just from my like perspective on the brand and like perspective on this tin, I feel like there's no need for this to be a pencil versus anything else. Like, I don't know. It smells like wood, so maybe people like that. But as far as the consistency and everything else, it had a very similar consistency, color, swatch, everything. I think the only thing that would make this different than the others is this could be a good one to like go in and kind of give your lips like a line, if you will. Obviously, it's not going to be super precise, but you'd be able to line your lips with this and put a gloss over top, and it would be a good consistency for that. Whereas the rest, maybe they wouldn't work that way. I'm not sure. I thought for us, though, that we would go ahead and just try out like a couple of these colors. There's definitely some that are like really catching my eye. I need to try this one of these gel balm things because I'm so excited. I thought there was like a cat coming in my room and I'm like, what do you want with me? Shh, I am very, very busy, people. Anyways, so I want to go ahead. This is the color Ally. Wow, I'm definitely glad I put this on the face because it's actually not nearly as opaque as I thought it was in swatch. You know what I mean? Like the red and like the pink from my lips definitely does pop through a little bit. But you guys, this is so comfortable. And again, you guys, this is the shade Ally, and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And it's such a good, like on my skin tone, it's not the best, like it's not something I would gravitate towards. I might pop this in the center of a lip to like bring it forward a little bit, but overall I think it's really pretty, and I think it's comfortable as all get out. Like it has such a good balm consistency. Like it feels like you put on chapstick, but like it's a little prettier, a little more fancy than a chapstick. So next up, I do want to try out this pencil formula and see what this is all about. And again, this is the only pencil in the kit, but it's in the shade Mystic. This color is absolutely stunning. Yet again, it's not nearly as opaque as I thought it would be, because it's almost like the colors of these, when I swatched them on my arm, they looked really true to color, true to pencil, you know, and everything seemed perfect. And then I put it on my lip and it's almost like they become a little more opaque, but not in a bad way. It really lets like my actual lip color show through just enough to create like my own custom version of this color, and I really like it. And again, this is that lip and cheek pencil. So again, technically a pencil. I put it on. It's super comfortable. And it feels like a hybrid in between like one of the balms and what I assume the matte one is going to feel like. Somewhere in between. Like it's a little drier than the balm, but still super comfortable, easy to wear, and it would be a great color to put a gloss with. And it looks really good with this purple eye. Like it has just enough purpley pink undertone in it to like pull really nicely. That's nice. Okay, now the last one I want to try out here is the Retro Matte. This is the, it's the shade Retro, and it's the Intense Matte formula. And I want to try this one out again, just to see if it's comfortable. There's nothing on my lips. I obviously wiped them off. And I just want to see, is it good? Is it comfy? Because it seems really comfy in swatch, so I'm curious. Oh, look at that. Now that is opaque. Okay guys, okay, can I have some color back in my face? Thank you, camera. I just wanted to give this a second. So obviously I put it on, I let it dry for a second just to make sure that it was going to, like, you know, stay relatively comfortable. I didn't want to put it on and then be like, oh, you guys, it's so comfy, and you know, and then in 10 minutes be like, oh my god, and look like SpongeBob when he goes out of water, you know. I didn't want that for my lips or for you guys. So you guys, it's been a few minutes now, and I have to be honest, it's actually really comfortable. Like, it stays really nicely. One of the things that they said in the description wherever I was reading is that it has a really good like wearability. One of them, I think I read somewhere 24 hours, which I don't expect, nor do I think would happen. But what's crazy is that one of the I'm very busy. One of the things that I always check for when I test out a lipstick is I put it on the way I normally do, and then I kind of smile and I move my lips around and I see if any of it transfers to my teeth, because that's huge for me. Like, my lips are really crooked and really weirdly shaped. So literally I could put lipstick like over here and it would end up on my teeth, and I can put it on my lip and it ends up on my forehead. Like, it's the way my world goes. I don't know why I did this so much, but you guys, I'm actually really impressed with the way that these sit and they cling to the lips in like a really flattering, very comfortable way. You can definitely tell that they're matte. There's no sheen at all, which is nice, but they're very, very comfortable. The only thing I don't like, and you can kind of see it, like it's crooked over here, and they're just not as precise. These are very, very difficult to get a good line. Like, you still need some kind of a lip liner. And I feel like, you know, the whole purpose of these, in a sense, I shouldn't say the whole purpose, is that it's a stick. And I feel like in my mind, like, oh, I should be able to get, you know, some level of precision. And I didn't feel like I could get literally any. I felt like my bottom line became crooked and then my upper part did. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not like a super, like, everything has to be perfect all the time. Like, it irritates me, but I'm also a realist. And I'm like, well, I'm a real human with a life, so I'm not going to sit here and dwell over the fact that my lipstick line is crooked a little. You know, if I can get it like it looks relatively normal, and I talk a lot, so you can't really hopefully focus on it too much. So that's kind of a drawback though. If you're someone that's like, I need a super precise lip line, you will need a lip liner. It's not like the rest of them. All the lighter ones are so easy to wear, the kind that, you know, you can throw on. You don't have to worry if they're a little out of the line or if they're a little, you know, a little off, because lighter colors and that kind of formula are just easy to wear naturally. Anytime you get into something darker, more matte, anything like that, it becomes a little more stringent, that, you know, things look correct because you can tell, and it's just there. So that's, you know, the only reason that I bring it up is really for this version of it. With that being said, I think that the color is beautiful. You guys, my round of applause for this entire set is that these colors are so beautiful. They're very universally flattering. I feel like, you know, like they would work on several skin tones. A couple of the lighter ones aren't exactly my cup of like personal tea, you know. I wouldn't drink from that cup personally, but I do think that I could use them like as a pop in the center of this lip, or, you know, a darker one. Like, I think that every skin tone and undertone could find a way to incorporate these colors, and enjoy them in their own way, which is kind of cool. Now I know we're all, you know, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, a $60 price point, or 54 or whatever. It's 50 some dollars, add tax or shipping, whatever you want to add. I'm just going to round somewhere between 50 and $60. That is not cheap. Do I think that you need this? No. Do I think it's a cool, good brand? Yes. I think that I've read up a lot, and if I don't miss my guess, this brand is actually like a high quality brand. It's not just, you know, a top shelf Sephora brand, which makes it great. It's actually got good quality stuff going on, you know? Okay, sorry about that. Cameron died, but the bottom line is, do I think that you need these as a set, that you need these to survive? No, I'm obviously not going to say that, but I do want to talk about, just for a second, I'm not going to drone on too much, but this obviously is a different concept, and it's in partner with the Love is Louder Foundation, and I just want to chat about that for 1 second, because this is initially, like, if I'm being honest, this is what drew me to this in the first place. The Love is Louder, and I'm just reading this from the loveislouder.com website, but basically, it was started by Brittany Snow, the Jed Foundation, and MTV. I don't know half of those people. I don't care. To build on the outpouring of support online after the lives of multiple teenagers were lost to suicide in September of 2010. This movement strives to amplify the momentum and other inspiring online campaigns to invite anyone who has felt mistreated, misunderstood, or isolated into the conversation. We are here to raise the volume around a critical message that love and support is more powerful than the external and internal voices that bring us down, cause us pain, and make us feel hopeless. So that's just like, again, from their website. It's what I loved about the message is that I feel like it coincided so nicely with what I talk about on my channel, with stuff that I've told you guys from my personal life. It's a foundation of, what in the hell is that? Anyways, it's a foundation that literally seeks to glorify what makes all of us who we are, in that if we all understood each other, if we all cared, if we all loved each other enough, that maybe we wouldn't live in such a shitty world. Maybe we could all, like, find a way to give a crap about each other without there being death involved in suicide. And maybe our kids would quit killing themselves because they didn't have the newest shoes, or they had an ugly hair color, or they had an ugly face. You know what? Like, it's so stupid. And even as an adult, I have felt so much, not so much pressure, but so much judgment and so much, like, crap thrown at my face for being sick and being the way I am, and just being who I am. And it took me years after year after year after year to find any sort of awe or beauty or inspiration in who I am, just in a day-to-day world. And eventually I was able to find myself in a position where I have a channel and I'm able to come on here and be exactly who I am, and be proud of that, and be proud that my body has overcome the things that it has overcome, and that it continues to get up every single day and be as amazing as it is, which I think is crazy awesome. And what bothers me is that we live in a world where kids can't do that, because they don't ever, when you were a kid, think back. Because when I was a kid and you got bullied at school or people made fun of you, you went home. And when you went home, the bullies weren't at your home. Your family was there, or your friends were there, or whoever you wanted in that part of your life was all that was there. And now we live in a world where it couldn't be less true. You go home and guess what? There's social media, there's Facebook, there's this, there's that, there's so many other ways that these people find you. And they literally find their way into every crack and crevice and cranny of your life. And it's just sad, and it's disappointing that that's the world we live in. You guys, that is it for this video. I really do hope that you liked this video, that you liked this. I enjoyed getting to play with this brand as kind of a fresh eye. I don't get to do that too often, so it's fun for me. And I really enjoyed it. You can let me know, do you like this? Is this something you were looking at? And be honest with me, did it catch your eye too? Because it caught my eye. It caught it hard. It was like, what is that? And I kept scrolling past it, and I'm like, that's stupid. Whatever. It's just a set of lipsticks. No, and it wasn't. And like, I kept being drawn back into it. And then when I read about it, I was like, I'm so glad I looked at this. And you guys, I just love, I don't know, I love lip videos. I like getting to talk about this kind of stuff. It's cool. It's different formulas. It's not your normal, like, it's a lipstick, it's a gel, it's a matte liquid, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little different, and it's fun, and it gave me a reason to put swatches on my arm, which is fabulous. And you guys, just have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. Give somebody a damn hug, because I'm sure they need it, and I'll see you in the next one. Love. I love these lip colors. Ooh, girl.